Welcome to the space where real conversations live and real stories matter. You know I do it. It's on the O.T.A.NETWORK. The show built on authenticity, connection, and the voices that shape our culture. And guiding the ride, the heart of the conversation, your host, Jada. Let's tap in, welcome to On They Are. Let's tap in, welcome to On They Are.
Yo, this is the On the Arm Network, and today we got the GOAT/legendary photographer / videographer,
right.
all Wynter. Wynter,
Right.
what's good? How are you?
I'm good. I'm just happy you asked me to come out. I appreciate
I'm ready,
you.
man. I need you on here, man.
I appreciate you.
You know, we like to get everybody history documented
Yeah,
on
I
here.
seen your some of your other
Clips,
yeah. Nice. It's
trying
a nice
to work,
situation.
Yeah,
I feel it.
Fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to start with your origins, your background photography. How you get started? How long you been doing it?
I don't give out years anymore, like year amounts anymore, just because people sometimes get funny. I don't know, when you give out time frames, but I've been taking pictures since I was 13.
Oh,
Yeah, and then that's back when they had disposable cameras, right back then. So my mother would just buy me a bunch of those, and then when I turned 17, she got me my first real camera.
Which was a Polaroid?
No, it was a Pentax K1000. They don't make them anymore. They have new versions, but it's a film camera. So
Do you still have this?
Oh, it's in perfect condition. If I've taken it to get clean, they like, have you ever used it? Yeah, I used it for a lot of years, but they say it looks brand new. So yeah, I just take good care of my stuff. But yeah, I still have it, definitely. Mm-hmm.
So 13 is when you fell in love with
It wasn't even consciously. What happened was that my dad was going back to Antigua, and he was taking my siblings with him, and I was the only one staying here. We have different mothers, and it's crazy how you fall into things. You know what I mean? Like you don't even know what you're destined to do. It just kind of falls upon you, which is why I tell people who are taking care of kids, whether biological or you just like tap into what they really like to do, because they let you know really young what they're into. I just was trying to capture the moment, because I knew once I went back to New York, it was going to be a long time before I saw them again. You know what I'm saying? So I just took a bunch of pictures, and then that next year I started 7th grade. And it just continued. It was just like, I just kept taking pictures. And then it just became, one day I was like, I think I want to be a filmmaker. I want to be a photographer. And you know what's funny? It probably even started sooner than that. When I was probably like around 9, my mom used to, for those who know in that age range, like back then Spike Lee used to always put out a book to go with his movie. And it was always like behind the scenes stuff. And you could see the script. You could see photos from behind the scenes and stuff. And I just remember being in awe of that stuff, like just going through those books. And they were very adult books in terms of the content. Not like sexual content, but you know what I mean? But like level-wise, it was just like, but I was just in awe with those. And so I think that's where my love for it began. And then as a kid, I used to always be into continuity on films. It's like, so I'll be watching a scene and it's like, oh, he had on a red tie the last time. Why is his tie blue this time? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, those are just things as a kid I just picked up on. And then, as I got older, I realized it was like really just a healthy way to hold on to a moment, but not being stuck in the past, but to capture that moment in the moment. And so it really kind of like consciously began like around 17. But before that, I was just doing it. But the pictures are crazy. Like, it's like to look back on some of our stuff. It's just like when Facebook became a thing and I started posting Like, oh my God, you got that? You got that? That's my tagline is thank me in 20 years. Because that's when the pictures really begin to mean something. It's like, after the time has passed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When do you realize, like, yo, I'm really good at photography? I'm really good.
Sometimes I still suffer from imposter syndrome. Like, deep inside, I'm my biggest fan, right? But on some of the other layers, I mean, sometimes I look at stuff and I'm like, I shot that? I don't even believe I shot that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think I'm ever really going to get to that part because, I mean, I know I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hand in a job. I never expect anybody to be like, oh, I don't really like these. I already know the answers. I'm going to get the responses I'm going to get every time.
Yeah.
But I'm always striving to get better. So, yeah. So I don't know. Somewhere along the way, I was like, I might be decent at this, but it definitely, I started to like my work more, like the further I got in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the further on I got, because I look at some of the older pictures and I'm like, what is this? Like, I should not have even posted this, or I'll send somebody 200 pictures of their rounds and shit when I could have just sent them 20 fire ones type thing. But yeah.
So when did you become professional, though?
Oh, in my mind, I was professional out the gate. In my mind, as soon as, I don't know, just because, like, the way the structure is set up, like, as soon as I graduated college, and I was out there grinding and made my first, I remember, let me see, because I've been doing battle rap for a long time. So, back in that era, which is pre-Rex, like, pre-Smack era, when it was still real, like, underground type stuff. Wait, go back. What was the question?
When did you become professional?
Oh, yeah. So, I got a job for a battle rapper back then. I can't even remember his name right now. Something Conscious. That's terrible. I should remember his name. I did a photo on his album cover. And it was like, oh, I'm in. And then came Rough Riders. My cousin was working with Rough Riders. And they hired me to, this is a crazy story, they hired me to shoot their dog food campaign. Because they had dog food at one point. And that's actually when I was working for Blaze Battles. It's all in the same time. You remember Blaze Battles?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so I was working at Blaze Magazine. I got that job right out of college. And
what college you went to?
Temple.
Philly.
Yeah. Philly's the other piece, that helped mold me a little bit too. Yeah, I spent like 5 years out there. But yeah, I got that job, and then I was doing Blaze Battles, and that's when I officially, like, I was taking pictures all the time anyway, no matter where I went. But that's when I really started deeming myself like a battle rap photographer type thing. Yeah.
So how many cameras you had from 13 until you?
Not a lot. It's so crazy. I had my Pentax. I've had 3 Canons, and one of them I'm still working with now. And I actually I'm waiting for B&H to give me the email, let me know my camera has arrived. I just invested in a medium format camera, a Fuji, and I've been Canon pretty much my whole career, but they don't make medium format, and I needed this in my soul. You know what I'm saying? It's like you outgrow equipment, but I've had that camera. I could still use it. Like, I won't ever just not put it down, but I can't wait to shoot a battle with this medium format camera. Like, the quality is just so different. It's 102 megapixels, if that helps you. Like, so a billboard or any like magazine cover, you shoot with medium format. So you could shoot it to like, or blow it up to like the side of a small building. So you see what a billboard looks like and not lose any quality. Wow. So like with the pictures I take now, still pretty good, but I wouldn't go past like 11 by 17, anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I could probably, with AI now, you could fine tune a lot and go larger, but it's nothing like, you know what I'm saying? Like getting it right out the camera looking extra good. So it was a hefty investment, but well earned.
What's the most you ever spent on the camera?
This one. This one. Yeah.
So what's the art and the keys to taking a good flick?
Oh, it's basic. I teach photography to kids too. I teach middle schoolers, filmmaking and photography, and
that's dope.
it's just the basics. You just have to know your photo triangle, because everything else you got to pick up as you go. You know, if you're hungry to know it, you'll get it. But the photo triangle, that's it. So that's your ISO, which is your film speed, your f-stops, and your apertures. That's it. Excuse me, f-stop and aperture is the same thing, and your shutter speed, and that's it.
How long you been teaching middle school? I ain't know you was...
Yeah,
because one of my questions was going to be like, do you have somebody on the wing that you giving tutelage to about?
Oh, well, I've tutored a lot of years, but it's different when you work for school because these kids didn't come to you and say, I want to take it. Right. These is kids that's looking at you like, we like you and everything, but, make this fun. So you get the ones, I've been teaching for 3 years next month, and I've been blessed with like a handful throughout those 3 years that just got it, and they just love it. So I pour into all of them, but those few give me something more to get, because they really looking like, oh my God, this is amazing. But they love it. I used to try to teach them editing, but editing is like its own beast. Yeah. So I was losing them.
That's what I gotta start learning editing.
It's a thing. So like it's an art, just like taking photos. But if you're not really into photography or into like making films and stuff like that, you don't really want to sacrifice the time for the editing portion. So I would get a few kids here and there that would actually want to edit, but for the most part, I just take the photos and edit them up so they can really see the full potential. And then when they see the work they've done, it's just like, they're always like, wow, I took that. Like, or you get some of them that's like, yeah, I'm dope, right? Like, well, they don't say dope, right? But they like, they like, look, Miss Wynter, like, this is really good, right? But yeah, a lot of good work. I'll let you see some of their work. They do their thing.
So what made you want to go into teaching kids?
It was, I will never say anything is by accident. But it just kind of happened. My cousin was the program director for this after-school program. At the time, I was like talking to my inner self, and I'm like, we got to make a shift. I want to do, it's a specific way I want my day to go, right? And then he came up with this job offer, and I'm like, God, this is not what I meant. I don't know why you got me over here trying to go over here with these kids, but it felt right, so I was like, let me just roll with it, and taught me a lot about myself right out the gate. I always consider myself solid, good, patient, and then you have a room full of 30 kids, and it's like, and I'm going home, I'm like, this is what like high blood pressure feels like. Oh, I'm angry, like I'm mad, like these little kids is disrespectful, right? And then, if you just take the time and really reflect with yourself, because, they just showing up as themselves every day. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing anything but being themselves. So you really got to take, as the adult with the tools, they just figuring it out. So some of it got to be you. Like when I look at some of the teachers I work with, I have a great group of coworkers. But sometimes you got to be like, it ain't done. You know that, right? Like you having a bad day, the way they talking to you is going to be it's going to feel even crazier, you know what I'm saying? Or just how something is going, or just because one won't sit down or won't shut up in the middle of class, like, all of that feels different when you're not in a good space. So I really just had to learn how to, it was another level of patience. This is something different I had to learn, and it really even helps you with dealing with adults, you know what I'm saying, and understanding how people show up every day. So, yeah. Oh, but now, I just switched positions when my cousin left. Okay. And this is just about a month ago. And at the last minute, like his last day, of his last day, I was like, you know what? Because they were looking for directors. But they had me in mind, but for another location. And I didn't want to, I was like, my schooling journey, because I don't plan on being here forever.
Yeah.
You know, I like in that space forever. But while I'm there, I was like, I don't want to do it anywhere else. There's a certain quality of people that I work with, and I'm not going to fool myself of, you know, what's out there in the world. So I just, I said, let me see. You know, I'm going to go out for the position. And a couple days later, I got it. So when we go back to work on Monday, if we go back, if the snow, you know, doesn't do too much, that'll be my first day.
Fucking snow.
No, I'll take it though. We here though. We could be looking at it from the other direction, so I'll take it. Come on, come on.
I ain't shoveling it. Man.
Oh, do you live in a house? Or just like around your car and stuff? Yeah.
Crib got shovel. I ain't in a building where they got maintenance.
I was gonna say, I'm spoiled. I'm just looking up the window like, oh, look, the super. You hear the super's shovel scraping. I'm like, yeah, he's taking care of that.
That's why I caught me a snow blower.
Okay.
But it's like, man, this snow. I'm like, I can't believe I liked the snow as a kid.
We loved it. Yeah. We loved it. Freezing and everything. All of that. Hands cold as hell. Like
it was little flurries is cool, but when it's like piling up.
You didn't have to dig out a car when you was a kid either.
None. So what was the your first photography gig? Your first gig as a photographer?
Well, the first paid gig, like I said, was that album cover. There's a rapper from back then named Solstice. She was my first like portrait type picture. That was on the album cover as well. And then, like I was telling you, Rough Riders, like that was my first big joint, and it was crazy because I didn't even have the skill level to pull the shoot off. So I had to call my man Ken. I think about him all the time. I wonder how he's doing, because I know.
Shout out to Ken.
Yeah, shout out to Kenny. He really, it was only the love for me that he tolerated me in that space, because I was like, because they paid me $5,000.
Oh wow.
Right, and I'm like, oh my God, but I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck to do. Like, I just didn't know what to do. And I got cold feet, and I maybe could have pulled it off, but Ken was like, we went to the same college, but he had a daughter early. So he started a little bit older. So he just was a little bit more mature in his field at the time. And I was like, I'll split it in half with you, like $2,500 or whatever.
Oh, that's fine.
Right.
That's
and his daughter's like 4 at the time. So he like, all right, I'm coming through. And then I forget what exactly happened with the money coming from them to them. It wasn't like a big difference. Yeah. But it still was not the exact $2,500. Yeah. And I remember sitting in the car. This is like when you're young and naive, because it could have gone a whole different way if Ken had been a different kind of person, right? Yeah. But I just remember him looking at me like, you know, like, this is not okay that I'm not getting the exact $2,500. Yeah. And I was just being so green. It was just like, but it's just, you know, like, it's just a couple dollars, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, of course I understand the value of it now. Yeah. But at that time, I was definitely going off of friendship. And, but it wasn't like, it was like maybe like 2,200, something like that still, but it wasn't the 25 I promised him. But nonetheless, we got the pictures done. He really was there to more help me, like,
guide you.
Yeah, and manage the set, because it was dogs. Let me tell you something. This house that we shot at was on, the first house we shot at was on 220, like 5th or something in White Plains Road. It was a house that DMX mother or something like that had over there. And the whole house was dogs. And when you went to the basement, and I mean, like, it was just dogs. There might have been, like, maybe 50 to 60 dogs in there. Like, it was mad at them in kennels down there. I don't even know who would ever be watching this to know that I'm telling the truth, yo. Like, and upstairs, like, when he let those dogs up, it was like, oh my God, like, what the fuck are we supposed to do with all these dogs? So I'm on top of freaking, what do you call that, ladders and shit, trying to get up shots, I've never shot an animal in my life. Like, I was like all over the place. Then we had the bigger ones was in the backyard, and they was doing on those treadmills. Like, we had to get them on the treadmill. Like, so yeah, he was really just like, okay, come get this shot right here. Come over here, get this shot right here. And I'm sure if I remember correctly, he got some of his own shots. But yeah, so I wound up in Double XL. I wound up in Double XL magazine. Wow. So that was a big deal for me.
You remember the issue?
I have it at home. I have it at home. So yeah, I kept all of that that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, one of my questions was gonna be like, yo, what you bought with the 5,000? The first thing, but you busted down.
Yeah, I split it, and I don't even remember. I probably bought more film, and because back then we shooting film, digital saved my life. Like while it while it took a little while to catch up quality wise, it didn't take long, but it took a few years. But back then it was like if I did a shoot, you literally there's 36 shots per roll. It's like you got 3 rolls. That's what you got. So we really got to make this happen. I really came up in a good time because now people are so used to just, it's instant. Like for everything, it's instant. You take the picture, you get to look at it. Back then, you really had to know what you were doing because there's no looking at it. A whole bunch of rolls went in where I got them back like, oh, shit. Like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do with this? Like, this is terrible. So, yeah. I even shot, like, where I really got good at that, though, was I worked at Time Life for a minute. I had an internship over there when they still... I don't know. Does Time Life still have a magazine? I don't know.
I think they still do, but print is kind of
it's different.
Yeah, I remember like a few years ago, I got got like a Drew Brees, like that probably was like one of their last issues, but I think you can order digital, for them direct, but it's digital,
Because like Architectural Digest used to be my favorite magazine, like Bergdorf Goodman, like their magazine. For their store. That used to be one of my favorite magazines. But like,
what is about it that made it one of your favorites?
Oh my God, the composition, just the way they used to, especially Architectural Digest. I love architecture. Like I've never actually professionally shot because that's a different kind of lens and everything that you have to use so that your buildings don't bend at the top because it's pretty large, a pretty large thing. But I just love the way they composed those images. And back then, the magazine used to be really, really big. So when my mom used to get it, I would just be there and looking through it and tagging off certain pictures and stuff like that. And then even the way they snuck like product photography in there, and then whatever star's house it was, if there was a star in that issue, then you had like editorial type stuff in those issues and stuff like that. And then Bergdorf was just all editorial, all fashion, high end. The quality of stuff just looked really, really good. And again, they're shooting on medium format, so it's not like a XXL, which has its own beautiful quality to it, but you're not shooting with the same stuff, so the images are looking different. They could like popping out at you and stuff like that. So yeah, because now Architectural Digest is just a regular. I ordered it, but the experience wasn't the same, so I just canceled the subscription. I was like, it's not what it used to be.
So how long the Time Life internship lasted?
Oh, I wound up.
How you got it?
So I got it because I'm telling you, the universe loves me. I got it because my cousin was working in that building. Oh, shout out Cousin Clayton, I love you, man. Oh God, I forget which part of the build, what he was working on. There's a lot of different places in that building. And he got me a job through the space he was in. And I was just doing office work. It was just like, it was a summer job. And then I don't even remember where the opportunity, like where someone was like, they're hiring up there. But I know I went for it and I got it. So I wound up taking a semester off from school because I was like, I'm all the way in. And I remember the boss pulling me in the office, like, because I wasn't always the responsible young adult I am, so it was just like, he was just like, basically, he was like, I'm going to talk to you like I'm talking to my daughter. It was like, get it together so we don't have to let you go. And so I did, because it was really like one of those once in a lifetime things. Do you know who not Georgia O'Keeffe? Oh, God. Oh, Annie Leibovitz is?
I heard the name.
It's not some guy. If you're not a photographer, it's not like you just know her. But she was my first fuck up job because she brought her work in and I messed up her order. Not the actual prints, but like however the order was supposed to be done, I screwed her order up. So she was my first big mistake in there. And I remember walking in and she was very nice about it though. She was standing at the counter and they was explaining because they didn't make me come out and explain. They, because I'm not the leadership, so leadership had to explain. And that was, but I had two great bosses there, or two great leaders there. I don't subscribe to the boss thing so much, but two great leaders there who are probably not even here anymore, to be honest, because they were pretty up there at that time. And then there was a black guy, the only black guy that worked in the dark room. He kind of took me under his wing and taught me a lot in there, but they they probably don't even have a dark room anymore. It's probably just like a digital printing room now at this point, but...
Explain, like, for the viewers watching, like, what the dark room is.
Oh, a dark room is where we used to go to develop our photos. So that was really where the magic happened. You know, I used to spend hours, like, I would be there first thing in the morning and leaving the last one at night. Because you just go in there. I take my kids on a trip, too, to the dark room so they could at least experience that part of it, too. But you have to develop your own film, so you got to know how to do all that shit in the dark. All of this was a skill you got, because you can't expose it to light, so you got to be able to put it in the washer in the dark, and then you know, that's like in the movies you see it with the red light, because they still have now in the movies they'll show you somebody in a dark room dipping the paper in the water, and then the image pops up. And then you didn't have Adobe and stuff like that. There was no editing in your phone. You literally had to. Like, you had to crop and dodge and burn, and so you want the sky to be darker, so you got to cut something that's the exact shape of the rest of the picture so the sky can stay exposed long enough to get a little bit darker, or if you want it lighter, you got to cut something that's that so the light doesn't hit it so long, and yeah.
It's not like a tedious process.
Yeah, but if you love it, it's not. It's fun, because it was really magic to dip a piece of paper in there and watch your picture come out like that.
Do your kids picked up on any skill set?
I have a son, and he actually does have a really good eye, but I think it's because it's what I do. Yeah. He doesn't want to do what mommy does. So, but he's a natural with it. Anytime he picks up the camera, I'm always like, damn. And he has a different eye from me, especially when he was little, because he's 17 now, but when he was little, you know, he's down there. Yeah. So he sees things differently than I see them up here. Yeah. Now he's up here. It's taller than me. He's like 6'2" now. So, but yeah, his eye is just different, and I like it. He's got a really good eye.
You did the Rough Rider dog food campaign. What was the next gig after that?
What is another? I don't know. I haven't really had a lot of commercial gigs. I figured out early that I didn't really want to be like industry so much.
Why is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say not so much, especially back then. We didn't know as much as we know now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't in my spirit. Like, for me, like, everybody's doing a job. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So even if you got the stars, like, they just people that got up and went to do a job. I never was super fascinated by people who are, you know, deemed as a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I happen to come across somebody and I take their photo, like, that's cool. You know what I mean? But it's not like one day I was just like, oh, I need to be taking Mary J. Blige's picture. Like, and then I couldn't get with the whole, like the paparazzi and all of that. Like, it's just
so you never got into that.
Yeah, I couldn't. It just didn't match my soul. So all that fanning out, you know what I'm saying, over a human being who's just living in their purpose type thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I didn't go the commercial route too much. I don't know. Damn, I should have thought about that, because this is a lot of years. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I do a lot of private, like, event photography wound up being my money. Like, that's easy. Like, in terms of making an income for yourself, events is, like, during the pandemic was, like, the biggest lull that I saw. But, you know, everybody was down a little bit. But for a long time, shooting that was my main income. Yeah. So far as commercially, the Rough Rider bag, that was your biggest bag? You mean, oh no. No. No, that was just a big bag for the start off. Because once you get into weddings and stuff like that, that's a whole nother beast right there. Yeah, especially if you do a wedding with a team. Yeah, no, you could.
So how like the price ranges go for like what you do? So I would have thought the Rough Riders, since they this big entity.
Yeah.
But you said weddings.
Weddings. Yeah, and
so you charge based on the event, not you don't have like a set.
Okay, so if it's like a basic baby shower or birthday party, I do an hourly rate, stuff like that. But a wedding, no, it's a bigger fee. Like there's no hourly wage for that because that's a lot. I'm gonna literally come out of there with like anywhere between 3,000 and 5,000 photos. It takes me a long time to go through those things, and then I'm giving you other stuff. So I'm not just. I've never met anybody. Only like my very first weddings with people where when I was charging way less. Would be like, just send me the digital file or, I drop off a thumbnail or something like that. But when you get bigger, you are giving prints, you're giving framed prints, you're doing books, for them. You can do, I've done personalized stuff, so like mugs, things like that, but it's just packages, whatever package you want. Yeah, and then sometimes you have to bring somebody because depending on how big the wedding is, you can't cover it all by I've done it. My brother, he had the nerve to hire a photographer.
Oh man!
And look how the universe worked on him.
They're bad.
Broke his leg. Right? He was like, no, I just wanted you to be able to enjoy the wedding. Good one, but no. Absolutely not. The photographer broke his leg, couldn't come shoot, and he's like, sis, please. 11 hours worth of shooting all by myself, okay? And it was a beautiful, God was showing off that day. He got married in a vineyard. And so it was, because he's a musician, so there's a place that he works at, that he plays at a lot, and they let him do his wedding there. And I'll show you the pictures, but just gorgeous, gorgeous photos. But all my family, all her family, friends, running around, like I didn't stop moving. He's in one location, she's in another location, all in the same space, but running, I gotta get his stuff, get her, so you can't do all that by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, and luckily he had a videographer, so because you cannot hire me for both. You understand? Like, I can't take pictures. You gotta let my mind be in a certain space. Because I've done it. It can get done, but it's never, you always get to the editing table like, damn, I needed that. And you can make it still look good, but in your soul, that there's pieces that are missing out of the situation.
So, do you know how many pics you gonna take based on the event you get booked for?
No, because out of battle.
I know you said you did 3,000 for the wedding.
Yeah, this is why I said digital. Oh, I do the same thing out of battle. Yeah. Depending on how many freaking
battles.
Yeah.
And how long?
Oh my God, I'll be tired. This is why sometimes at the end it's just like, and then what happens? It's a dance. There's a rhythm to it. There's a lot of photos I'm not going to use. You know what I'm saying? Especially depends on, because you got to look, like I said before, I was very much my biggest fan. So it was like every picture was just like, oh my God, this is so good. But you really got to look for the it picture. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, that's what the one, like Math is one of my favorite photos. This picture I took of him.
That was going to be one of my questions. I was going to ask.
What's my, tell me.
Like your favorite, like your top 5, like iconic pictures and battle rap that you see circulate over and over, like your personal favorite. So Math, what event was this? Do you remember?
It was battle? Him against Marv 1.
Okay. This when he came back after the series. Jones situation.
After that. Okay. This is like 2013, 14, somewhere in there.
Because he was gone for like a year. Yeah. And some madness was 2013 years. So.
And I had just come back. So I didn't shoot battle rap for like 4 years. I disappeared for like 4 years. Really? I just had my son. Yeah, this is before Queen of the Ring. Yeah. Because we were, myself and Rain, we actually went to college together. And we were a team very, very early on. And we had... this is back in the DVD era. We started our own thing called a ladies' room, And that was our answer to, you know, all the male DVDs that was going on. Everything kind of switched pretty quickly in that moment, though. Like, we really caught the tail.
How many DVDs did y'all put out?
I think 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I think 2. Yeah. And I mean, you know.
So what y'all was basically getting ciphers and
all
stuff?
All women stuff.
Oh,
yeah, all
women.
women.
Okay,
it was the answer to the all the guys that we were seeing. So it was all females.
DVD,
yeah. So we was at the battles. Yeah, we got interviews, studio sessions, stuff like that. Any kind of footage we could get. There's some stuff still up on YouTube that you can see, but that was the ladies' room. Yeah, that was us. That was our first go round. And then we parted ways for a little while, and when she did her first battle in Queen of the Ring, I want to say we probably hadn't spoke from anywhere from a year to 2 years, somewhere in there. And she started up with Queen of the Ring, and she was like, look, I got this situation going on. If you want to come out and take pictures, you know what I'm saying? It was like, all right. So I came out, and what was my first battle at Queen of the Ring?
Was this when they were still in the Bronx?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't get to go to when they first started in the Bronx. When they came to the Zoo gym, that's when I
that was the second round. Yeah, because
the
first round...
They started in 2010. I'm not sure what month, though. But I know.
Yeah, 2011 is when I came in.
Oh,
yeah, I came. They started in 10. I came in 11. Yeah, that battle was. I think my first battle there was Shuni. That's when Shuni and Farrah hated each other way back when.
I remember that battle.
Yeah, that was that battle because I remember being outside and seeing Farrah and just I didn't know who she was. You know what I'm saying? It was just like she was at the event.
I think that's when the dude. What's his name? Joe something?
Oh, yeah. We got Lady Room's footage of all of that. We didn't get the fight, but we got the after. Yeah, so you'll see that there. Yeah, because it was all coincided, the whole thing, you know. We just tried to bring life. So
that was your first event you attended or the first one you took pictures
No,
at?
that was the first one I attended. So I took photos, and, you know, you can't video inside. So I shot while I was inside, and then when we came outside, we was doing video stuff and stuff like that. And, yeah, Debo Babs, they saw where we stood apart from, you know, just being spectators. And then, like I said, Rain was battling there and everything. And then somewhere in there within 4 battles, right before before they moved to the next spot, right? Right. I wound up being the official photographer for them. So that's how I wound up being able to get in the ring. And that changed everything.
What led up to that situation, you becoming the official photographer?
Yeah, I mean, it's just being part of the behind the scenes. That's all. You know, they were fresh.
Yeah.
You know, they needed the eyes as well. We needed the eyes. Everybody just needed just different kind of support.
So it's like a no-brainer.
Yeah. That's actually how I got the name O.T.A.NETWORK is because of Debo. Because, you know, Facebook wouldn't allow you to put, like the way they used to make you put your name up there or something like that.
Had to put your real name.
You know, and so...
I remember when I first came on, I'm like, why everybody... Because I'm used to MySpace. Everybody making these quotables. Why putting their
I'm like, this is mad whack. I don't want to do this. And then, and I already had my regular page. So Wynter is my last name. So it was like, A Lady's Legacy was the name of my company, right? So, or is, and... So ALL or Wynter. So that's so when he was introducing me to somebody, he really only knew me or like we didn't know each other long. So he knows on Facebook it's ALL Wynter. So he was like, this is all Wynter, and it was like I never even that it was just Wynter, right? So it's like okay, all Wynter works for me, you know, and that was that, and then we just
good ring to it.
Yeah, well, it definitely, and now we like 15 years in, and it's like you can't call me anything else.
So back to the math picture.
Okay.
What was it that made it your favorite?
It's a fire picture because I just captured the energy The energy was so crazy. So, and he was talking to Marv, like, and in the scene, like, he's like hitting his chest, like I could show it to you. Where's my phone? I'm gonna just show it to you. I mean, you could cut and whatever, and then put it on the screen. But I want you to see it. It was just the energy in the room was captured, and that's the difference between like an average picture and a really good photo is when you could feel the energy of something. So let me see. Hold on, here we go. Here's my battle rap.
How many photos you think you got on your phone?
I have 65,000 inside my I just looked at it. That's the only reason I can answer you.
So what you got, like 3 terabytes? Your phone?
No, I got 250 gigs, but it's inside my
cloud.
On my Google.
Oh, you are Android, all right.
Yeah, yes, because they are better. It's better pictures. Okay, so let me see.
Is that true? Is it really better pictures?
It was better quality. Because the thing is,
I never had an Android.
With iPhone,
was BlackBerry considered Android? Oh, no.
I don't know that it was either one. I don't want to lie to you.
I was about to say if BlackBerry would have been.
I think it was its own thing.
Yeah,
I think it was its own thing. All right, where you at, Matt? Because he's definitely in here. He's in my portfolio. Hold on. Oh, this was I will talk about that too. This was.
Oh yeah.
He was one of my biggest supporters for a minute. All right, where we at? Where you at, man? Come on, I'm trying to prove a point here. You're not popping up. Where is he at? That's crazy. Oh, here we go. So that's just one of my, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of my favorites.
You remember what camera you took this picture
with? Oh yeah,
with?
those are my Canon T3.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I said I'll send it to you if you want to cut and paste it in there. Yeah. Cause do you put these up raw, just straight?
Yeah,
you do?
I still gotta. That's why I tell you I'm about to start doing the editing. Cause sometimes, like in the summer when the AC on, it'll pick it up. So I'm gonna start editing and just use the mic audio.
Yeah.
Cause like City, he'll be telling me, he's like, yo, this ain't sound right.
Yeah.
He used to film it. To me, it sounds regular. It sounds good.
Hear that hum.
But yeah, he hears certain things. He's like, oh, that's why you're not using the mic. He's like, oh yeah, just match it up and then turn the camera audio off. And I'm like, yeah, I ain't at that level yet.
Shout out to City too.
Yeah, because
my brother.
Well, he'll bit me, and I'm like, what is he doing? To me, it sounds fine, but he do directing, the editing, so he hears it differently.
I love to see how he's, you know. And this is terrible right here. Why don't I remember the name of this magazine? You asked me.
Oh, that's 100 Bars, right?
No, which is my brother from elementary
school. Yeah, because I know you was a part of that. I was going to ask. Oh,
no, this is, what's the name of this?
Oh, Straight Stunt, probably, right?
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, it was Straight Stunt.
Because I remember they started putting battles in it.
What was this other kid that came out where he had a battle rap magazine for just like 2 seconds? They gave him a section. I don't remember.
I think I know who you talking about. His name, he fell back.
Him, but
he used to work with Straight Stunt. Yeah, I forgot. I know who he is.
I can't, but he
stepped away. Yeah,
he got me in here. So these 2 pictures.
He was cool too.
He was a real good guy. Good guy. So I took all those shots. So that was a big deal for me there. This picture of Jazz.
Yeah, I got that same
you got
issue.
This one? Yeah, you know.
Because I had her sign it and I put a ring of it.
Nice. And I took that picture of Mav somewhere outside of a store. I don't know.
Probably Black Star, probably.
Maybe, very possible. This one I didn't do. Oh, but Lux gave me one of my best pictures too.
Okay, so got Mav and Lux.
Where
you took what picture?
Summer Madness 2.
Okay.
And when he was told first, let me say the night before.
That was not my first. That was my second battle event. Summer Madness.
Oh yeah. That was your second one.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's what's up. Yeah. That was a good second joint.
Because the first one they had like a private joint in February 2012, Super Bowl Sunday. I went to that one. Then I think they had another event in March with DNA and Tech 9, but I didn't really care for the card, so I skipped it. And then when I seen Summer Madness 2, I'm like, oh shit. And then it was the day before my birthday, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to this shit. So
you know, that was a good one to go to. Like that was a nice birthday gift.
Yeah.
So the day before though, I
I
got pictures the day before, which was so
they
dope.
had the PG.
No, it was him private.
Oh,
so
private.
Shout out to Iron. No, not even an event. Shout out to Iron Sheik. I don't even
Sheik.
know why I was with Sheik that day. That's my brother, right?
Iron.
That is my guy right there. We ain't talking a minute, but he knows I love him.
I interviewed him in October. Man.
I saw.
Yeah.
He's a special. Yeah. He's like an angelic demon. Like I can't even. Like he's a really good. He's a really good.
That's the perfect angelic demon.
You don't want to be on his bad side because if you're on his good side, he got nothing but love for you. You know. But I don't know why I was with Sheik that day. I really don't know where. I think I was recording him. Yeah. I got some footage of him on 3rd Avenue or something like that. I don't know why.
3rd Avenue in the Bronx?
In the Bronx, right. But we was together that day. And he was like, he got a call and he's like, yo, you want to... No, he didn't even ask me, do I want to go? He was like, you coming with me. He was like, Lux is getting the casket ready and everything.
Oh, so you got all that.
Yeah, so we went up to his spot and he had the casket out in like the back, the stairs of the building where he was painting it and everything. So
it was so ill that you mentioned it because my first time seeing Iron Sheik was at Summer Madness 2. I remember him... Like, I would see his videos, but I never met him. So I hear the voice. It sound like Iron Sheik. I turn around.
He
got the Mad Max spike wristbands. He had the black Warlord shirt on. And I remember it was DNA Nuts battle. He's like, yo, Diddy, he's going to sign DNA. He's going to sign it. He's going to sign it. Yeah, that's my first time seeing him in person.
Yeah, you definitely got an experience. Yeah. So he took me. And I got those, like, who's getting those shots? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we got him painting it, and then he was practicing and stuff like that. And
so Lux actually painted the coffin?
Yeah, himself. Wow. Yep, in the stairwell of the building with a can of black paint. He was out there putting it together. That's why it was even doper for me when I came the next day. And, you know, he did his whole entrance, and then he's bringing the casket, and then I still got one of the flowers, one of the black roses. I kept it. I definitely kept it. That was the performance of, I mean, there's so many good performances, right, over the years. But when it comes to, it's people that aren't even really into battle rap. They bring that battle up. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the ones. Yo, because it's the way he just talked. That man obituaries. I got the obituary too. Actually, I took a picture. The picture of the obituary is one in my what do you call it? My portfolio. Oh God. Yeah. I took a picture of that because he had it in the back. Of
real battle rap memorabilia.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, this is what I take a moment. I will capture a moment. People be like, "How did you even get that? When did you? I didn't even see you. Of course you didn't." That's just it's a superpower you get as a photographer, especially you doing events. You have to be invisible because the moment somebody peeps you taking the picture, the moment is gone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So I looked at Summer Madness 2.
All right, so for Summer Madness 2, the Beast, like the other, there's one more out of there that I like. It's the picture with, Hitman Holla.
And John the Don.
When he was collecting the bullets off the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my,
So you got that shot.
I got that shot, yeah. And actually, that's the first time I ever had my work stolen, was those pictures. This is 50... wound up taking one of my photos and passing it off as their own.
How does that happen?
I don't know. Like, I post. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they had to go on my page.
So they took it from... Oh, I thought you meant like they got it from the camera.
I didn't give it to them or nothing. I just was
and they didn't leave your watermark on it? Or?
No, they cut it out.
Oh, wow.
They cut it out because that's easy. You know, that's nothing to remove that.
You gotta talk to Heineken about that because he was over there.
No, I know, but I did later on. We talked, and he wasn't part of that situation. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't because I even contacted them, and I don't remember if they contacted me back like kind of smug. Or if I feel like I got like a real funny style response, and I was just like, I'm just gonna leave it because what am I really like? You know, like I mean, I guess I could do something, right? But they see my photo, and it wasn't even like they put photo credit on it at all. They just took my shot,
uploaded.
Yeah, and I was just like, it's my fucking picture. Like, because when I was standing in the pit, it was not, it was, I was down there with a few photographers, but you couldn't move. You were where you were.
It was packed.
So that was my picture.
Top to bottom.
Yeah, that was like, a full.
I had a VIP ticket, but it felt like general mission up there on the balcony.
It didn't even matter. That shit was such a dope time, though.
My feet was killing me. That joint ended like midnight.
So long. Was it midnight? It wasn't later than that?
I'm like a little after midnight.
I feel like we left like 1, 2 something in the morning with that battle. Just even getting in was crazy. Like, it was a lot going on that night. But, so yeah, that night was just dope anyway because the lighting was super nice.
Yeah.
With so many battles, they be killing me because lighting for this is different.
Yeah.
And I can't put my flash on because then because the whole battle, you're just going to see a flash going off.
Yeah.
So when they don't make adequate lighting, that's when I come up with like really, really fuzzy photos because I had to open up my aperture really, really large.
Yeah.
You know, so pretty much I'm just saying like the hole in the camera lens got to be like this big, which means you're going to get like a more pixelated as opposed pixelated in the digital world. It's just more fuzzy. It's not such a sharp image. And that's why sometimes you see me like make the picture like a sepia tone, or I add like a different kind of color situation just because I had to save it. I had to really make it bright for you to be able to see it, but then everything washes out. So then I'll lay a filter over it to give it back some life. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just being like a regular picture you would see before you do anything to it.
So you got the Hitman, reload them.
Okay.
The looks, the math.
My other picture is I love the Shuni and Farrah shot.
The 2-on-2 versus
it was them back then when they was battling each other. And then
what was it about that?
It's the look. It's the look. Farrah, the way Farrah is looking back at Shuni, because Shuni said some hot shit. And look, it's right here. She looking back at her like, bitch, what the fuck you said? Like, you know, this was that era. And Shuni just being mad, arrogant, fixing her shit. Like, I love this shit. It's all... I love battle rap because it's all the arrogance I don't have in it in me to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm too understanding and empathetic. Like, I got my side, but it's not this. You know what I'm saying? So it's all of that. But so I love this shot.
Who's number 5?
I don't know. It might be more than 5 because I got. It might not be 5. Let me
got
see.
10?
I might, because I got a whole. These are all shots right here. So this is the one I was telling you that I got the obituary.
All right, so the it shot. Now, for you being a photographer for this long, do you know instantly when you got an it shot, or you already like, all right, this is how I'm gonna get my it shot?
No, because that's the spiritual part of it. When you going out, you don't even really know everything you did until you get home
and look through
it. Like, you shoot intentionally, obviously, right? But sometimes it just be the photo guys just be like, here you go, because you like, took that. Like, I took this shit as fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? And of course, you can still edit it up, but you look at it and you're just like, okay, I got one right here. But not when you're there, you might scroll. Like, I don't really like to scroll too much unless I'm just checking my settings and stuff to make sure I'm getting enough light and all of that, or that I'm not getting too much motion like in the picture, like freeze frame. So that I might look at, but for the most part, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, look at all of that while I'm shooting. Another one of my favorite shots right here, and I don't remember this other young lady's name, but this is Hazzy. You remember Hazzy from Philly?
Philly? I thought she was like DMV.
Oh, she's Baltimore. I'm sorry, Hazzy. Don't kill me. Yeah. Okay. She's Baltimore.
You remember that event, or was it Queen of the Ring? Or
this wasn't. I forget whose league this was, but this was down
like
here.
It might have been Sarah Connor, the bars and bar strap.
Who's my other sister, right? It might no. Hers was I did one of her battles, but her battle was in the Bronx somewhere, in the cut. No, this one was in Manhattan, not too far from here. It was like 41st and something. You know, there's a spot over there that they always rent, or they used to, for battles. On the west side, somewhere over here. I can't remember the name, but this is This was over there. This was in Manhattan.
Okay.
And I can't remember her name to save my life.
Lady Caution?
No, she was from out of town, but she only rapped for like, she maybe had like 3 battles and she disappeared. But this, she just looks so bossed up right here. I love the way she looks in that one.
So that's 6.
That's 6. Oh, that's Ash Cash.
Getting
violated. Now this was Sarah Connor's battle
League, yeah.
right here. And this is where this was my first fallout with Debo was over this battle because I don't think he understood that
he just
I had been shooting battles forever.
Queen of the Ring.
Right. And so it was like, oh, I'm not exclusive to you want me to be exclusive to Queen of the Ring, and I was like, nah, like I can't do that. Yeah. So we had our first little, tiffs. Yeah. If he said, it wasn't deep, but it was like, he was in his feelings because I wound up talking to him while I was at the event. Yeah. He knew I was at the event. And he's like, what's going on? And was like, what? Like I'm doing what I do, So we cleared that up, but that was this is one of my favorite shots because she only battled like this one time, but the way she violated Ash Cash was crazy. It was just like, what are you doing? And Ash Cash turned around like, what the fuck did you? Oh, this was her response. Yeah. She took her flyer and put it under her chin like, bitch, don't fucking put your hands on me. So that shit was mad funny.
So that's 7.
All right, let's see. This one of my favorites too. This is Chrissy when she came back.
Oh, battle Tory on Star League. That's Black Star.
Yep.
I remember that battle.
Yep. So that was, I love the way she was looking at her there.
Okay.
Let me see. That might be 7B. Let me
7B.
See. Yeah. Let me see. This is Rosenberg Raw
against
way back. I don't remember who he was battling. I can't see his face.
Might be.
That looks like it might be not Pacino. What was that kid's name? He kind of looked like Prezi a little bit.
So this might be the Jersey League block.
This is in Jersey.
That's where Surf and Sugar came from. I forgot. Was it Block?
I don't even
Block
remember.
City, something like that.
That sounds familiar, but I don't want to lie and say exactly. Yeah, but this before he grew his hair out and all of that. Like, so this is one of my favorite pictures.
Hazy Rule and all.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't heard that name in so long.
So that was 8, the Rosenberg.
Okay, 8. So don't say that out loud, but that picture always cracks me up. For what it is,
you
for
took
what
this?
Yeah. So for what it is now, and I never say that out loud, but for what it is now, I'm always in awe. Like, who are these 2 different characters? Like, I'm all for people growing, but I also know when people is acting. Because I was like, you don't go from that to that. Yeah. And I'm not even talking about the size. Yeah. I'm just talking about the whole character.
So that's 9. Ooh.
Oh, and then look at Young Chess back there. That's when he was like 16.
Yeah, so who gonna get the 10th, number 10?
All right, let me see. Let me look. All right, I'm going to give number 10. Oh, come on, you asking me to... Hold on. I'm going to make number 10. Okay, can I say I like this one with Bonnie. That's way back. Young Bonnie.
Well, that was a magazine?
No, that was just a dope shot I got backstage.
I
was at Queen of the Ring.
I think I was at this event. I think she battled Streams at this joint because I remember that outfit.
I don't remember who she...
Yeah, that's good. So that's your number 10 right there.
No, I was just showing it.
All right.
What was I just looking at? I'm gonna say... damn. There's too many good ones. All right. If it's not that one, I'm gonna give it another one. Hold on. All right. So I'm gonna give it this one. Right here. That's Tia. Yeah, it was the smoke shot for me. I love smoke shots. I got a series of those too.
All right, that's a nice mix too.
Yeah.
Damn,
and then I got
2015?
that's old. I got so many
years ago.
Because two, I had once my when Rain and I separated after I walked away from Boss Chick Battle League. I don't know, that was kind of a big blow for me, like having to leave the situation.
Yeah, let's get into the league. So made you want to start your own league?
Oh, well, it was me and Rain.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we was always moving in battle rap, and it only made sense,
yeah.
you know. And that's kind of where the fallout with Queen of the Ring happened. Because we brought it to the table, you know, that we wanted to do it. And it was more like, you know, this is like a Coke and Pepsi thing. Like, you know, behind the scenes, it's all good. But it would big us up even more if we had, you know, these two leagues going pinning against each other. You know, the marketing, you know, behind that. And it wasn't received well. Yeah. So...
You understood why it wasn't received well, or look in hindsight?
I understood then.
Oh, you understood then? Yeah.
I understood then. It was a little bit heartbreaking, you know what I'm saying, because friendships ended almost immediately. The rollout didn't come out a way that I thought was fit for people you consider to be friends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like how we rolled it out, but you know, sometimes partners are not, you know, sometimes people is just not on the same page, you know what I'm saying? And so it was rolled out in a way that wasn't so great. And it was really no way to, it wasn't that it wasn't so great, it's just that when it was finally time for it to happen, I personally feel like, and this is just out, not on a business sense, just out of a friendship sense, not so much of a conversation of asking for the okay, but really just, you know what I'm saying, one more time of look, this is what we're doing, but this is not nothing against, you know, what the rest of us have, you know, and because it didn't happen in that manner, it probably wouldn't have gone great anyway, but the way it happened, it kind of just looked whack, you know what I'm saying, and you can't step over you can't undo what someone else has already done. So, and then when people see you as a pair, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, y'all did that. So there was no like, listen, I'm really sorry about phone calls stop being returned and all of that. And then.
So what was the goal for the rollout for Boss Chick Battle League?
Oh, it was just working to make a league, you know, make it as big as Queen of the Ring so that we could all eat. Like I really, at that point in time, I was seeing a lot for it, right? And I'm not trying to write myself deeper into a story than I am, but I was in where I was in, you know what I'm saying? And very much a visionary, and so some of the things that I had brought to the table that could be done weren't well received, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people just want to do things their way, and that's fine, you know what I'm saying? But I just saw so much opportunity. So like I had a friend from MTV, or he became a friend, but at the time he was trying to reach out to other people in the Queen of the Ring, and they weren't responding to him. So you just going down the chain, and he got me, and it was like, what's up? So he was explaining some things that he wanted to do, and I was like, this is fire. Like, this is going to really take the girls to another level. But the ideas weren't well received, and in the end, it's stuff that they wound up, trying to do anyway. Not Queen of the Ring, but the girls tried to have, you know, like these are opportunities that 10 years later, 10, 12 years later, they're trying to bring to the table now, or they've brought to the table now, when we could have. Because in my mind, it was like, battle rap is fire, it's just great, but it's an artistry, and I just, like, a lot of these people are talented, and I feel like their art can be used in other forms. Like, I just feel like they could have ate in different ways, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to just being in the ring. Especially, a lot of them was a lot younger. You know what I'm saying? They were in the early 20s type thing, and I just saw it as an opportunity for them to do more with the images that they were crafting at the time. And, you got reality show now, a lot of them. It was like wigs, nails, polish, like bunch of different product stuff, and TV. Like there was a possibility of placing them on MTV way back then, but the vision wasn't shared in that space. And so, he gave up, and I don't even think he works at MTV anymore and stuff like that. But Yeah, that was that. That was that. And then we yeah, more so back to your question, like, you know, so rolling out us, it was just supposed to be, like I said, like this thing, you know, where it's this new league is here, and oh, these girls is clean, because we had the training grounds too, which was what was the
sparring
session. Thank you. Yeah, you know, that was the answer to that, and it just seemed like a no brainer. Yeah. But you know, so really, it was just supposed to be a rollout of there's some new kids in town, kind of thing. That's it, really, though.
What's some of your proudest moments
in battle rap?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Like, what would be? I don't know. Like in terms of
like one event that you felt. Yeah. What event was like your best picture? You took your best pictures at.
Yeah, that was.
Did you ever shoot? Yeah, you said Summer Madness too. How about that? Did you shoot a URL event? Like. What event, like, you felt your best photos came from, or what battlers you always gave you great pictures?
Oh, some of them, gosh, that's terrible. Impact, I should be able to.
Cause are you like the first photographer in battle rap?
I am the only one. Oh. and I don't even say that lightly, because with the time gaps that I have in between there, somebody else could have easily slid in. I was like, God, you funny, because. There's a lot of years, and there's people that come to events, but they don't go to events. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I've been on buses and planes to go to an event. You know what I'm saying? I still haven't even covered as much. Like, I don't know Cali for battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should know Cali with battle rap. I don't have any kind of footage from over there, but I have from other states. And then I call her my international sister, Paris. She lives in London. And she owns a league over there. So, yeah, she owns a league over there. So I was like, she didn't have an event when I was there last. I went to see her in the summer. But I was like, I'm definitely... And then she actually wound up having an event like a week after I left. And I was like, I wish I knew, because I would have scheduled my stuff to be here for the event. Yeah, because Bonnie was supposed to be... in that, you know what, I gotta ask her. I'm not even sure if Bonnie wound up going out there. But she was definitely negotiating with her at the time to be in that next battle. But yeah, so it was weird talking to Bonnie in London. Yeah. You know, she's home and I'm in London, but we on a FaceTime. But that was, but proud moments. I don't know if I could. My best pictures, like, I got good pictures from some, but the ones that move me most is from Summer Madness too. I don't know. I've got some good friendships out of battle rap. You know what I'm saying? They brought some good people in my life. Yeah, But I don't know. I can't really. I can't think of so much like a proud moment. Maybe. One was the Boss Chick Battle League. Like one of the last battles that we did when we were all a unit, which is myself, Rain, and Heineken. That was a really good night. That was a really good night. That was that the formation night? It was the
That's the one where she battled K Prophet, right? Okay, yeah, I went to that.
Yeah, that was, and then Rem and Pat pulled up.
Yeah. And I think they left because somebody got on.
Yeah, oh God, only because you're saying it, I'm forgetting her name. That's terrible because I know her name. I can't even think of her name right now. I know, and why would I forget her name? She was such a sweetheart, but the alcohol got in her.
Oh, Miz.
See, was you downstairs with us?
No, I wasn't down there, but it's like it came up.
Thank you.
I'm like, yo, Miz.
Yeah, because that was that was crazy because she was talking to him. Yeah. And I respect that he didn't put his hands on her. Yeah. But the aggression that came out of smacking that drink out of her hand, because I think she was just being a little too loose with the mouth, because we were over there doing the interview, and we didn't know.
She was talking crazy.
She was, and it pissed him off. Yeah, that's why she got the drink smacked out, and then she looking, and I'm like...
Shout out to Miz.
Oh, my gosh. We were like, no, not the event. Yeah, so they did wind up going, but it was dope to have her pull up. That's really, I don't know. I can't really, it's just been the whole thing is a journey. the whole thing. I'm proud of the journey more than anything.
So what you want the All Wynter legacy to be left behind?
As far as battle rap, it's really just the capturing of a culture. You know, when I go to other like exhibits, and it's the photographers that captured the 70s and the 80s and even the early 90s. Like, I just think you capsulize a moment. Like, even when you look at books, it doesn't even matter the time frame. It could be from the 50s, the 60s. Like, to freeze a moment in time like that, to me, it's magic in that. You know what I'm saying? So I think the pictures more so will speak for themselves. Like I said, you can thank me in 20 years because you look, you know, we watching people grow up. We all growing up in the culture. You know what I'm saying? You look at Jazz going from 17 years old, and she got to be at least 30 now.
Yeah, 30 plus.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you grew up in this. You look at freaking, what's his name? Who I just showed you the picture of. Chess.
Yeah.
And he came in 16, he got kids now, and a wife. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, the time has I think maybe that's probably some of my proudest moments is coming up on an event and seeing somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I maybe not have seen in a while, and somebody's doing well, you know, and everything's okay. And you know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm always grateful to lay eyes on somebody again, because it's part like when we lost Hef, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we hadn't talked in a while.
Yeah.
Like a long while, and the last real conversation that I had with Hef was I was walking into Magic Johnson movie theater.
125th.
Right. And I was with my boyfriend at the time, and for everything that Hef was, right?
Yeah.
He's like on the phone with me, and he's like, Wynter, you deserve better than what's happening, like behind the scenes. He knew things that was going on behind the scenes with my partner at the time. Like, he was watching it. And shout out to Battleship. And, you know, he just was like, basically being like, I don't think he was my big brother. I'm pretty sure he was a little younger than me. But he was being a brother, like, you know, and it was not like, for anybody who watches, it's like, oh, it was nothing sneaky behind it. Like, he never gave off that energy. It was always brotherly love. And, you know, it was like, I have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I appreciate it, whatever, you know, but, and I mean, in the end, he knew exactly what he did. And I did not believe it, but, you know, sometimes, you know, everybody's not prepared to hear certain things. And so, yeah, but I think that's really it. It's just seeing all, just like, come on, you Shoney, like, you see them grow up. They, you know, you just see kids come into play, like, even Farrah, like, you know, like, some of my early pictures is of them back when we had, when Debo rented out some, like, community garden, and we had a barbecue. It was like the Queen of the Ring barbecue, you know what I'm saying? And Farrah's son was 4 years old, running around. He's big as hell now, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a grown man now, you know what I mean? So anyway, my point is watching the time go by, and, you know, people are still around, because we've lost quite a few people in the mix since we've been around.
Wynter, I appreciate you pulling up. Give them your social handles and everything.
Yeah, everything is all Wynter. That's ALLWYNTER. My private page, not private, but my other photography page is the same thing, all Wynter with a _, at the end. And that's it. I'm all Wynter on Facebook, TikTok. There's no pictures on TikTok. You just see a little white girl with red pigtails. I just have the TikTok to watch and scroll. But yeah, everything else is all Wynter, Snapchat, all that.
All right, then we out.